Ladies and gentlemen, time. It's the one thing we all have, yet so many of us let it slip through our fingers. Every second wasted is a moment you'll never get back. That's why today, I want to talk to you about the power of focusing on yourself and refusing to waste the precious gift of time. The first thing you need to understand is that your growth is your responsibility. Nobody will hand you success. It's something you have to build step by step. And to build anything meaningful, you need focus. You need to prioritize yourself, your goals, your dreams, your life. When you focus on yourself, you give yourself permission to grow, to learn, and to achieve things you never thought possible. But let me be clear, focusing on yourself doesn't mean being selfish. It means understanding the value of your time and energy. Too often, we let distractions pull us away from what matters most. Social media notifications, endless scrolling, meaningless gossip, it's all noise. And that noise will drown out the sound of your purpose if you let it. So eliminate the distractions. Train your mind to ignore the unnecessary. Ask yourself, does this bring me closer to my goals? If the answer is no, let it go. Be ruthless with your time, because the world won't give it back to you. Number 3, accept responsibility. And while we're talking about focus, let's talk about mastery. If you want to achieve greatness, you have to master your craft. Whatever it is that sets your soul on fire, writing, building, teaching, creating, give it your all. Excellence doesn't come from half-hearted efforts. It comes from dedication, from waking up every day and choosing to give your best. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. What about the people in my life? My friends, my family, my responsibilities. Let me tell you this. You can't pour from an empty cup. If you don't take care of yourself, you can't take care of anyone else. Set boundaries. Protect your time and energy. Not everyone deserves a seat at your table, and that's okay. Finally, embrace the power of solitude. Some of the most important work you'll ever do is done when you're alone. That's when you reflect, when you plan, when you truly understand who you are and where you're going. Solitude isn't lonely, it's powerful. So I challenge you today, focus on yourself. Cut out the distractions, master your craft, set boundaries, embrace solitude, and most importantly, stop wasting your time. And because when you focus on yourself, when you truly commit to your own growth, the possibilities are endless. The wisdom of serving others is a life full of possibilities and endless. Your growth is your responsibility. And that truth is both liberating and challenging. No one else can walk your path for you. No one else can shoulder the weight of your dreams. And no one else can put in the work that your vision demands. This is your journey, and the sooner you embrace it, the sooner you'll see the fruits of your efforts. Growth doesn't happen by chance. It happens by choice. It's a deliberate act, a series of decisions you make every single day to become better than the person you were yesterday. As we close out 2022 with the final song of season 1 of the program, including the TV show, but here's the thing. Growth requires attention. It requires time, energy, and focus. The world is full of distractions that pull you in a million directions, but none of them will bring you closer to where you want to be. To grow, you must take control of your priorities. You must ask yourself hard questions. What matters to me? Where do I want to be in 5 years? What skills, habits, or knowledge do I need to get there? Growth demands clarity, and clarity requires you to be honest with yourself. Whether you're exploring a new career or seeking the last, honesty requires action. Now, it's not enough to want growth. You have to act on it. You have to make sacrifices. That might mean waking up earlier to learn something new, spending your weekends working on your craft instead of hanging out, or choosing long-term gains over short-term pleasures. Growth doesn't come without effort, and that effort is often uncomfortable. But that discomfort is where transformation happens. It's in the moments when you push through doubt, fatigue, or fear that you truly grow. Remember this: no one is coming to save you. No one is going to hand you success on a silver platter. People may guide you, support you, or cheer you on, but at the end of the day, the responsibility lies with you. It's your time, your energy, and your life. Don't wait for the perfect moment or the perfect circumstances to start. Start where you are, with what you have, and grow from there. Every small step adds up, and before you know it, you'll look back and realize just how far you've come. Your growth is not just about achieving external success. It's about becoming the person you were meant to be. It's about unlocking your potential, discovering your purpose, and living a life that aligns with your values and aspirations. That kind of growth requires focus, discipline, and an unwavering commitment to yourself. So take responsibility for your growth, because no one else will, and because you're worth it. The world we live in is full of distractions, and they come at you from every angle. Some are subtle, while others scream for your attention. But all of them have one goal: to pull you away from your purpose. If you want to achieve anything meaningful, you must learn to eliminate distractions and stay focused on what truly matters. It's time to celebrate. Distractions can take many forms. They might be the endless notifications on your phone, the mindless scrolling through social media, or the hours wasted on activities that bring no value to your life. They can also come from people, those who drain your energy, with negativity, constant complaints, or a lack of direction in their own lives. These distractions don't just steal your time, they rob you of your focus, your energy, and your potential. The first step to eliminating distractions is awareness. You need to recognize what's pulling you away from your goals. Take an honest look at your daily habits. How much time are you spending on things that don't serve your growth? How often do you say yes to activities or commitments that aren't aligned with your purpose? Awareness is the key to change, because you can't fix what you don't acknowledge. Once you're aware, you have to be ruthless. Yes, ruthless. You have to protect your time and focus like your life depends on it, because in many ways it does. Say no to the things that don't matter, even if it's uncomfortable. Unfollow accounts that don't inspire or educate you. Limit your exposure to people who bring negativity or drama into your life. And when you commit to a task, give it your undivided attention. Multitasking might seem efficient, but in reality, it dilutes your focus and slows your progress. Understand that every moment spent on distractions is a moment stolen from your dreams. Time is the one resource you can never get back. If you waste it today, it's gone forever. That's why you must make conscious choices about where you direct your energy. Focus on what brings you closer to your goals and let go of everything else. Eliminating distractions isn't about deprivation, it's about liberation. It's about freeing yourself from the noise and chaos of the world so you can hear the voice of your purpose. When you cut out what doesn't matter, you create space for what does. And in that space, you'll find clarity, progress, and a deeper sense of fulfillment. Mastering your craft is the cornerstone of excellence. Whatever it is that sets your soul on fire, whether it's art, business, teaching, or innovation, it deserves your full attention and dedication. Mastery isn't about being perfect, it's about the relentless pursuit of growth in the area you've chosen to dedicate yourself to. It's about becoming so skilled, so knowledgeable, and so confident in what you do that your work speaks for itself. Mastery begins with commitment. You have to decide once and for all that this is what you're going to focus on. Too often, people dabble in many things but master none. They spread their energy thin, chasing fleeting interests or giving up the moment things get tough. But mastery requires depth, not breadth. It demands that you go all in, that you immerse yourself in your craft, and that you stay the course, even when progress feels slow. or the road ahead seems unclear. To master your craft, you must practice with intention. It's not enough to show up and put in the hours. You have to use those hours wisely. That means studying your field, learning from those who've walked the path before you, and constantly seeking ways to improve. It means embracing feedback, even when it's uncomfortable, and using it to sharpen your skills. Growth happens when you push beyond what's easy or familiar. So challenge yourself to step out of your comfort zone. Grow. Grow is not easy. Grow happens when you break away from the path before you and constantly chasing yourself to step out of your comfort zone. Discipline is another key ingredient. Mastery isn't achieved in a day, a week, or even a year. It's the result of consistent effort over time. There will be days when you feel like quitting, when progress seems invisible, or when distractions tempt you to take the easy way out. But discipline is what keeps you moving forward, even when motivation fades. It's the commitment to keep showing up, keep learning, and keep striving for excellence. Finally, mastering your craft is about passion. If you don't love what you're doing, the journey will feel like a grind. But when you're passionate about your work, every challenge becomes an opportunity to grow, and every small victory fuels your fire. Passion gives you the resilience to weather setbacks and the drive to keep pushing toward your goals. Mastery isn't just about what you achieve, it's about who you become in the process. It shapes your character, builds your confidence, and leaves a legacy that speaks to your dedication and skill. So choose your craft, commit to it fully, and work toward mastery with unwavering focus and determination. Because when you master your craft, you don't just succeed, you inspire. Setting boundaries is essential if you want to protect your time, energy, and focus. Without boundaries, you open yourself up to constant interruptions, unproductive commitments, and the demands of others that often take you further from your goals. It's not just about saying no. It's about understanding your worth and recognizing that not everything or everyone deserves access to your life. Boundaries start with clarity. You need to know what you stand for, what you're working toward, and what you're unwilling to compromise. When you're clear about your values and priorities, it becomes easier to draw the line between what's acceptable and what's not. Ask yourself, does this relationship, activity, or commitment serve my purpose? If it doesn't, you have the right and the responsibility to step away. But here's the hard truth. Setting boundaries isn't always comfortable. People might not understand or appreciate your decisions. They might call you selfish, distant, or unkind. That's because boundaries challenge the expectations others have of you, especially if you've been someone who always says yes. But remember, boundaries aren't about pushing people away. They're about creating the space you need to thrive. They're about respecting yourself enough to prioritize what truly matters. Enforcing boundaries takes courage. It means having tough conversations, standing firm in your decisions, and being prepared for resistance. It's not about being rude or dismissive. It's about being firm and clear. You can set boundaries with kindness, but you also need to be unapologetic about them. Your time and energy are limited, and if you don't guard them, no one else will. Boundaries are not just for other people, they're for you too. Set limits on how much time you spend on distractions or activities that don't align with your goals. Create routines and habits that reinforce your focus and well-being. Respect your own boundaries as much as you expect others to. When you set boundaries, you're not just protecting yourself, you're also defining the standards for how others should treat you. You're teaching people that your time and energy are valuable and that you won't settle for less than respect. Over time, the right people will understand and support your boundaries, while those who don't may naturally fade away. And that's okay. Boundaries are a form of self-respect, and they are a critical part of living a focused and intentional life. By setting and enforcing them, you create the space to grow, to achieve, and to live in alignment with your purpose. Remember, you're not here to please everyone. You're here to fulfill your potential. Protect that, and the rest will fall into place. Brothers, by setting boundaries, you will create the form of soul protection, and the rest will fall into place.